Hi guys, so I'm on my way to my dental appointment. I'm so excited. My new dentist that does cone beam scanning. I cannot remember if I scheduled the scan today, but we'll find out. Alright guys, I'm here. Wish me luck. Let's see what happens. Alright. So far, this is a great experience. I just got the cone beam scan. I couldn't take a video of that, but yeah, I think I found my new dental place.
It was fine. Okay. That was no problem. Yeah. Then I took her Mansfield. We were closed down. Okay.
Guys, that was a wonderful experience. I feel so seen, so heard. Yeah, that's all I can say. Guys, that was a wonderful experience. I mean, from the receptionist to the hygienist to the doctor to the billing lady, I just felt seen, I felt heard, and I mean, I felt like I had like a full comprehensive health assessment from my teeth. So it was amazing. I learned a lot of amazing new things. Obviously I got the cone beam scan, and they're also making a way to see if my insurance can cover it through another way, through saying it's a different scan, so to speak. So yeah, I give this place a 10 out of 10. I'm just so happy. They really value customer service, and when I was a hairstylist, that's how I was, and my customer relationships were so important to me, and that's how they feel too. So I am overall so happy. I'm gonna go back in March for my cleaning because they spent extra time, because they knew that I was like, the way they were talking to me, they knew, or they were talking about oxygen and sleep and all the things that I've been struggling with, which is why I have aortic stenosis now, because the tooth infection that I did have, it messed up my oxygen, my ability to get oxygen, because it messed with my nervous system and also made me gain weight and all the things. But they were able to talk about getting oxygen, and they measured my airways and just everything. And so I go back for my cleaning, and then after my cleaning I will talk to this sleep apnea the implant doctor. But in the meantime, because they're building me a case, they said start here, start here, start here, start here, or start here, then here, and then maybe we'll go here. So I'll explain that in the next video. I need to get home and go to the bathroom. Alright guys, I'm back home, belly full, all the things. I've had time to process my whole experience and even tell my husband about it. So I had to write this down. But so my goal in finding a new dentist was to find a place that focused on the whole body and the teeth, not just the teeth. And the doctor that extracted the tooth that had the infection, she was a great dentist. But then for years I'd heard about the small doctor who's actually down the road from me. So I went to visit him, and I did post a video about that. But in that video I said, I'm going to be looking for another one, because I've been there. I was there a few times. My first visit was very good. But he lacked, he was just too, not really as concerned as I was. And that was concerning to me, because I knew that I was dealing with some things, and I needed some further evaluation. And he was just in and out, and just seemed like he really, wasn't fully present or really understanding things that I needed him to understand. So exited that. When I was in that parking lot, I Googled a dental place in my area that would have cone beam scanning, and I found a place, Firouzian Dentistry. So I was not going to call them out, but they actually appreciate when their patients do that. So I am doing that. And I will put a link below on YouTube. So, my initial walking in, the desk women were wonderfully kind, filled out the patient information, and I thought that I was going to have to be, pay for a cone beam scan right then and there, and even just at the end of the visit, but I did not. So they were going to, because most insurances do not pay for that, which I knew that going in, but they're so kind. You can, put it under a different x-ray thing so that your insurance can take it. So that just blew my mind. And so then I went back to meet with the hygienist, and I felt that I could tell her about my sepsis thing, 20-year root canal, and that whole thing, and how I'm concerned because I always get swelling and on both sides, and then I take antibiotic and I'm fine. And then I went with her. I just, told her all I know about like the whole body and how I keep getting infections, and it could be somewhere else in my body, but nonetheless, it's affected my heart. The new diagnosis that I have, which is aortic stenosis, but I have been praying so that it can be healed immediately. I'm not calling it to hold on to it and keep it, but I know that I need to do better. I need to eat foods that will help me, get rid of this, heal this problem that has developed because of sepsis. So when you look up post sepsis syndrome and stuff like that, and you look up aortic stenosis, one of the causes is because of a prolonged infection. So I had the infection. My neutrophils were above the charts for 5 years. I had to stop running and walking on the trail that I always did for 2 years. And then I was like bed sick too. So, on and off, and just, for a good year. And this last year, I've been healing since that tooth got taken out, but it's been a battle. It's like been very up and down. And I just learned with post-sepsis syndrome, a lot of people do get reinfected, and I think it's just because of the toxin buildup in the body. But I am doing detoxing, and so I'm on my second detox, and because God gave me a dream to heal my mitochondria, I found the detox that will do that. I'll put the link below. It's the Moldies kit from rogershood.com. But anyways, back to this amazing dental visit that I actually had. I was able to talk to my hygienist, and she listened, and she did the cone beam scan, and then she did extra x-rays because she was concerned about an area that looked, she showed me like the pictures, and I'll post pictures, but it looked like there could have been an infection a little bit, but she said, not really so much. But it was just the area was a little darker, and of course, they went in detail with me about my bite and like just different things. But anyway, so I even with the cone beam, I got to see my airway, and my airway is smaller than what it should be. And so I learned about a laser thing that can open up the airway. But they put me on a comprehensive plan, basically, where let's try this, and then we'll do that, and then we'll do that, and then that. And it just all made sense. So after talking to then the doctor, the hygienist, explained everything to the doctor, and the doctor also looked at the x-rays, the cone beam scan and all that. You could even see some congestion on that scan and just different things. So I was able to ask all the questions that I needed to, and that felt very freeing. I didn't get brushed off, which was great. But let's see. After that, I went into the office. They had me go to the office. I was greeted by this wonderful, amazing woman, and she's like, "Oh, you're the one that has been texting back, kindness or whatever," and she appreciated that. And I said, "Oh, okay." Like, I didn't realize, that they would notice that, but they do. So they see their customers, they appreciate it. So I love that. But so I sat in the lady's office, and she said they're going to set me up with a sleep study. Now, mind you, over a year ago, I had a sleep doctor. I was on the CPAP. I was on all the things. Like, I did it. But I felt like he didn't listen to me when I was like, I need oxygen, not this thing blowing in my, like, it's just not. And we tried different things, me and the doctor. But it just, to me, wasn't a full comprehensive, like, thing going on. So this one is different, though, because they are already mailing me out this ring. It's a ring. It's going to go on my finger. It's going to come in the mail, and I'm going to sleep and load my results on the app. And then write down my results and send it back in the mail. And then they build me a plan. Like, so simple, so much more simpler. And I'll do like a telehealth visit. And that's so much nicer, because before I did do a telehealth visit with my sleep doctor before, but I was also going in, and it was just a waste of time, honestly. Like, I feel like if you're not dealing with my whole body, my whole health, like, it's just not working. But because this sleep doctor works with this dental place, I feel like I'm getting a whole comprehensive health thing going on. And so I like how they're like, yes, you need implants, but let's get you with the sleep doctor, because he will say he will give me something that puts my jaw or something where it needs to be before they just put in implants. So, and I did tell them, I'm like, I feel like within the last year, I feel like my jaw has gone back. I can feel it. It's just different. And like, I'll go, like, I'll move it like forward to try to get it back in position, because it's like sinking back. And they explained some of that stuff to me, and so they're not just trying to make money, get the implants, and send me on my way. They want to correct, my breathing and just like everything. So I had a really great experience. And one of the things that I have, let me grab this, been praying, because my health, because of this sepsis thing has really wreaked havoc on my body. I've been praying Proverbs 17:22. It says, "A happy heart is good medicine, and a joyful mind causes healing, but a broken spirit dries up the bones." So, through everything, trying to think happy things, be grateful, all those wonderful things, so that I can be joyful and have my mind, create those good neurons, and that can heal a broken spirit, so that my bones aren't dried up. And your bones produce the blood and stuff like that. So that actually does make a difference. But, and I'll read this one, Proverbs 12:25. Worry weighs a person down, and an encouraging word cheers a person up. So be encouraged today if you are going on a health journey or you need teeth work done, which I know is so expensive. Don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on your health. You'll eventually find the right place to go. This has definitely been a journey for me. I've seen so many, to me, healthcare professionals that are really not that good. They are, I don't even want to say they don't care, but they're just, maybe they don't know any better. But maybe some of them don't care. They act like they don't. I don't know. But the ones that do, they're there, they exist, and there is an amazing place where that you can find. And Jesus is a healer. So I believe that the Lord will heal my heart from this sepsis thing. And I am going to eat beets that taste like dirt and red onions. Those are helpful because Dr. William Lee, he is a pretty good expert at mitochondria healing and stuff like that. And because that gets the oxygen in your body. And so okay, the beets help with the heart, but also, so he said that, but also Dr. What's his name? Oh my gosh, what's his name? I forget, but he's a cardiologist. And what was I going to say? He said, I think they both say eat beets. I can't remember, but either way, I get my information from some amazing doctors, and beets are really good for the heart, and they're probably good for the heart and the mitochondria. I'm trying to remember which is for which, but either way, whole foods from the ground are good for you. And I hope that this video helps somebody. Like, share, subscribe. It would really help me out. Yeah. All right. God bless, guys.